Hello, welcome to Gemstone Tarot. You can tell I've got a new batch of t-shirts this week, can't you? This is, I think this is Pikachu. I'm only guessing. I used to play Pokemon Go with the boy because it was a really good way of getting a teenage boy to walk around, do some exercise, go looking for Pokemons. And I seem to remember this being Pikachu because I think that you get evolutions in Pokemon. I think I got 2 or 3 Pikachus, or I got a special Pikachu or something. I can't remember. Anyway, there we go. Welcome to Gemstone Tarot. Have I said the date? I don't even know if I have. 7th and the 8th of August. Saturday the 7th and Sunday the 8th. Apologies, I think I've got the date wrong a bit this week. I know, it happens. Okay, the windows have just been cleaned as well, so it looks like it's rained. Really nice. I should do them on the inside to match, and then I never do. If you have any tips for cleaning windows, or this is the big one, cleaning shower glass, let me know. I've tried a few things, nothing has worked so far. Okay. You may hear gentle tapping in the background. They're doing some gentle tapping on the wall down the road, which is nice. No angle grinders or whatever they're called just yet. Okay, not so bad. King of Cups, a more gentle king. We've had the King of Swords, he was in the upright. We've had the King of Wands, who's a bit stroppy when he's in reverse. And then the King of Cups, where we've gone into much more of a dreamer energy. That's nice. This is Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio energy, but also the energy of kind of subconscious and drifting. And on top of the deck, we've got the Four of Wands. This is the energy or the portal of being invited to something that's going to give you renewal. It's going to give you energy. It's kind of 11-11. It's the 4. It's the 2 on each side. It's got some stability to it, but it's got some fire to it, and it's got some kind of Kundalini energy. I like it. Now then, underneath it, we've got the Chariot in reverse. When you have the Chariot in reverse, this feeling, which can be nice, a bit like, dancing too much so that you get exhausted or overwrought or a bit too excited, or when you're a kid and they go, you're getting a bit too excited, that feeling of ramping it up, and it leads to this sort of woo, the Chariot's going over. There could be a bit of an excess of emotion, okay? But you know what? I like that the energy of that King of Swords is finally blowing up a bit and turning into something kinetic, turning into something that can spark something rather than snuff it out. Okay? We like it. Four of Cups. This is where we could be at. This is where we may have been at. We've had this energy for the last few days of trying to not react, or trying to be in acceptance, be that hanged man, be the hermit, I'm the bigger person here. And sometimes that can feel a bit Four of Cupsy. It's not particularly emotionally satisfying. You're not having the argument or clearing the air necessarily. Then we go into this, which is the Five of Pentacles in the reverse. I would say with this card, in fact, I'm not sure the reversals matter too much with this. The Five of Pentacles is where you could unlock a door. You could go in, but you choose not to take part in a certain thing, person, or situation. Yes, there's some conflict about this because we've got the Chariot, but ultimately you don't really want to be involved. I quite like that. At the bottom, the Six of Swords, one of my favourite tarot cards. The imagery is so gorgeous. This is moving away from troubled waters. It always looks to me in this like she's feeding the birds, but she isn't, I don't think. Like she's like throwing sardines like that. It's moving away, but also when you have the Six of Swords, there is a boat. You know, I always notice this. Either someone else provides it, or it's it comes along. You know, it's like, get in the boat. Here you go. This is your moment to move out of this situation. This is your moment to move on. Now up here, I've got the Queen of Swords in reverse. And down here, I've got the Queen of Wands in the upright. It feels like two things. One, it can be competition, because when you get two queens in a reading, I often get some kind of sense of competition in something. It can be between people, between you and someone else, or in a situation that there is competitive vibes. Also, I get that the Queen of Wands kind of wins and trumps this rather cool Queen of Swords energy. This is the Four of Wands as well, firing up. This is fire kind of, I think, sort of not trumping the air energy, but igniting and doing what fire does, clearing, making things move on. Okay, I don't think we know quite how yet. And then in the middle, this beautiful Death card. Not many tarot people or artists or card creators or whatever you want to call them, authors, manage to deal with the Death card this well. I think this is one of the most elegant and beautiful Death cards that's out there, actually. I find often with the Death card, they either go too far and it's just so depressing, you pull it and you're like, oh my God, or it's trying to compensate, you know, for it and trying to schmoosh up and glitter and unicorn the Death card, neither of which works so well for me. That, for me, yes, it works. Change, scorpionic change. Again, this situation may go back to May 2020 for some of you. Okay. Couple of Lenormand. What do we need to know about journeying out of this current situation? Yay! Right, put them back in the box, as the actress said to the bishop. Clouds, and I feel for me, looking at this, it represents confusion and maybe gaslighting. It may be verbal clouds, and I feel like there's been some of that. There's been quite a lot of confusion thrown around by people who don't want to directly communicate, and they're kind of kicking up a storm in some way by making this happen, or by restricting that, or just being petulant. And then next to it we get the Sun. There's just not much bad to say about this. Obviously, you know, Icarus might have something bad to say about it, in terms of if you get too close to it you might get burnt. But it's yang energy, and it's clarity, and it clears the clouds, and it makes sense of things. It's a nice energy, the Sun. It's very positive. It's Leo energy. It's that whole, and of course it's fire. It's the heart of the fire. That's what that looks like to me. And the heart of the fire is where the energy is in this. And then we get the Stork card, bringing something new. You know, traditionally the Stork is said to bring babies, isn't it? This one's got a little laurel wreath on its head. It's so cute. One of you asked me which Lenormand it is. It's the Dreaming Way Lenormand. Okay, the Stork brings something new. At last is what I'm getting. It's like, at last. How long have I waited? How long have I put up with this stuff for? Wisdom of the Oracle, Colette Baron Reid. Well, it's always a very strong card when this one comes out. Not for you. Now, this is either you know this yourself, this is like, I knew this wasn't for me, or it's a message to the other person. It's like, this is not for you. I know you don't like it. I know you spit the dummy. I know you wish it was different. I'm not responsible for changing this for you. It's not for you, and quite honestly, it's not for me either. And, you know, in the words of Eric Cartman, screw you guys, I'm getting in the boat. I mean, he didn't quite say that, but if he was getting in a boat, that's what he would say. There you go. This is the energy, I think, of finally moving on from this situation. It may not happen straight away, but the energy has shifted. Someone started drilling. Okay, leave me a comment. Let me know how it resonates. And I'll see you soon. Namaste.